Hello everyone, welcome to a new day here in Ardales in south of Spain. My name is Ajay and today I'll be exploring two white towns of Spain, Ardales and Setenil De Las Bodegas. I'm visiting both these places as part of a day trip from Malaga. Ardales is about 65 kilometers from Malaga and Setenil is about 95 kilometers. And of these two towns, I like Setenil more, a little bit more. Setenil is a town that is literally living under a rock, which we will see later in the video. So Ardales and Setenil are two of the many white towns of Spain. These white towns are also referred to as pueblos blancos, and most of them are in the Andalusian region of Spain, which is the south of Spain. As I walk through the streets, let me explain why there are so many white towns here. So these white towns have white houses, and they are white in color because these houses are whitewashed with lime, and lime acts as a natural disinfectant and keeps houses cool. It gets really hot here during summers in southern Spain. The tradition of whitewashing homes dates back to the Roman times, and this practice became more prominent during the plague of the 14th century, when whitewashing both exteriors and interiors was seen as a way to prevent the spread of disease. This is the town center of Ardales, and there are quite a few cafes and restaurants here. This also looks like a gossip center / chill out zone for the locals. And as you are in Andalusia, there are quite a few orange trees here. Here's a small market. Let's see what they are selling. Nice little flowers. Look at these blue pots. You will find them in all the Spanish white towns. Blue pots on white walls and orange trees. And they are selling vegetables too. Okay, now it's time to move to our next destination, but I'm getting this urge to venture into these beautiful streets one last time. Okay, my bus is about to leave. Let's go to Setenil. This is Setenil De Las Bodegas, but I'm gonna be referring to the place as Setenil in the rest of the video cause it's shorter. But yes, it's a pretty long name for a small town like this. And that is because the history of this place is hidden in its name. Setenil means 7 times snow. So Setenil was under the Moorish rule, who were the Muslims. And during the Reconquista, that is when the Christian forces were trying to take over the Muslim-occupied region of Spain. The Christian forces failed 7 times to capture this town from the Moors. Okay, that's why it's called Setenil. But before I tell you what the second part of the name means, that is De Las Bodegas, let's explore this town first. The entire town is situated inside this narrow river gorge, and there are quite a few houses, cafes, restaurants and shops built into it. And then there are these rock overhangs. This looks so cool. And that is why it is said that the town is literally living under a rock. It's quite interesting watching people living their normal lives under these rock overhangs. It sounds Arabic. I may be wrong, but as the place was under the Moorish rule, I can say with 90% certainty that this is Arabic. I'm not sure why people were taking pictures here as it is just a restaurant. So there are people living in these houses and I'm not sure how the locals feel when they see tourists walking next to their homes every day. I wouldn't want random tourists walking a few inches away from my home every day. Maybe they have gotten used to it. Now that we've seen the town and the rock overhangs, let's understand the meaning of the second part of the name. The De Las Bodegas part of the name means of the cellars. So back in medieval times, the town was a key location for storing and trading wines, and the caves in these overhanging rocks were used for maintaining the wine cellars and keeping the wine cool. Apart from keeping the wine cool, the rocks and caves inside them also keep the houses cool. They provide natural shade which is particularly beneficial during the hot Andalusian summers. Look what we have here. This is the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. I wasn't expecting this in South Spain. There are quite a few motorbikes here. Usually you don't see these many motorbikes in Europe. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed walking through the streets of Ardales and Setenil with me. I've been traveling for more than 3 years now and I've been to quite a few places. I will be posting videos quite frequently, at least one per week. The videos are going to be organic, without any exaggeration. I'll show you places unfiltered and share some interesting facts, stories, history as I explore different places around the world. So please like, share and subscribe to the channel and join me on the journey. I'll see you next in the donkey town of Spain. That is Mias.